We have got a full house here, haven't we? And all of them just can't stay away from me. Look, even Darwin has exploded all over the room. We've got pizza boxes everywhere. The place is a mess again. But I guess this is the family life. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Voices of the Void. And this is not what I was expecting. This has all happened so fast, considering we kept this place empty for far longer than usual. But it is 2 p.m., and we don't have a lot of time to waste. We've still got to complete our objective for the day, and, well, actually, we may have spent a lot of time getting all this together, but it may be worth the investment, because look, we've got to get Delta, X-Ray, and Victor, but there's a reason I invested so much in this for the whole series. So if we tear that off and hold it, we can go over to Monique and say, get reports, and off she will go. Okay, I think the time has come to finally get rid of this crate. There you go, be free! And we also get a bunch more coal and scrap. Well, that's good because we're gonna need more fuel. Oh, what, Mom's out of the house and now I'm the only one you can bother for snacks? Come on, kids, let's turn on the computer and watch her get to work. This is an absolute game changer because if we queue up drives and we can just send her out to get the reports, presumably without any of the issues you guys have with pathfinding, well, that means that we're gonna have all the time in the world to do what we want. It's like being retired. Well, I guess we do still have to repair the tower, but let's have a look on the cameras and see what she's up to. Remind me to go see what her little dance looks like when she fixes the servers. Anyway, while she's doing that, you guys are actually going to serve a different purpose now. You're going to serve the same purpose that the other two that we used to make her did. So we're going to keep one of you plugged in and another of you outside beneath the stars. You guys could use the charge anyway. I'll do it to both of you for now. Look at that. 2 little bugs in a rug. They grow up so fast. And I guess potentially combine and turn into lizard people. Oh my god. What have I done? What has this game become? Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Well, look. Now that we've got all this stuff done, we've got the radioactive capsule, we may as well start focusing on our health, right? It's going to be a little while until we have the money. I don't know what the rig is doing, but there's really no reason for us to not finally buy the cancer meds. Oh, and also a whole bunch of beer, which we have to drink in order to prepare for whatever oncoming threat you guys keep talking about. Yeah, you're telling me to stockpile Molotovs? It's really, really freaking me out, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you say that the physical threats to our safety are gonna be so much more now. We have so many other people to protect besides ourselves, so just waiting things out on the top of the radio tower is out of the question. You're even saying that I should be stockpiling like 40 or 50 Molotovs. At this rate, I'm gonna end up keeping a whole bunch of them in my backpack. I've gotten so anxious over this to the point where I actually had a dream last night about being in this place and fumbling around in my inventory for Molotovs because there were all these like crazy creatures. Playing Zookosis probably didn't help, following me around, and I just had nothing to deal with them with. Alright. Oh, this is the... Wait. Whoa, wait, something strange is happening here. That was the Midnight drone. Did this thing fix itself? Active, Maybe reloading a save repaired the tower. Let's just get this in here. I think there's some other pieces from before still. 70%, wow, we may not even need it all. That's good. We're gonna want it for all this beer we're gonna have to drink. Oh, God. We're already endangering our health so much. I don't think alcohol can give you cancer in this game, right? Monique is actually taking something of a while. But she is not getting stuck, so that's the only thing that really matters. The Omega Kerphus, no matter what form it takes, is such a worthwhile investment. That's why I spent so much time really pushing for it, is because I think it's once you get the Omega Kerphus that the game really opens up to exploration. And, well, following more of your ideas is going to be the name of the game from here on out. Wow, we have got a whopping 343 credits on here and growing. Plus the job we're going to have tonight, I had forgotten I left it off so high. Okay, maybe it is time to enter the next stage of cooling for that. But our stuff is here, and I'd forgotten. You guys have also sent in some more posters for us to use, so we're going to be incorporating those as well. Alright, well, it's a good thing that Mommy's out, and the kids are asleep for this. Never mind, Mommy's home. And I'm already not sure that's a good thing. Why do your toes look like that? They're like painted claws. I'm sorry, I really should not be criticizing your appearance. I mean, your appearance of all people. It's time for Daddy to start drinking. Just let's make sure we don't accidentally pick up the Molotov in doing this. What happens if we just down the whole thing at once? Ooh. 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 Look at how she just, like, follows us as we wooze. Wooze? Is wooze a word in this context? Listen, I've never had a drop in my life, and I like to think that the same is true of Dr. Kell, but this is simply the only way we can make Molotovs out of these things. Look at that. We can even see ourselves wobbling around on the camera. Her camera. Maybe we should have a seat. Yeah, the vision effects remain, but we can at least stabilize ourselves enough to keep going. I can't even... I can barely read the progress from here. You're still working on your detector status. By looking up and down, I'm actually moving my player model. I mean, hallucinating that I'm rocking back and forth in the chair, even though it's not a rocking chair. Can you believe it? Okay. Time for the next one. Ah, those red flashes. Is it actually doing damage to me? There doesn't seem to be any vignetting. It is filling my hunger, although it's not doing anything for my sleep. Perhaps I have some time to sleep it off? But I really shouldn't. Not when this is so close to finished. Oh. I wonder if we can have pratfalls while this is on, if we try to walk too much. No, we seem to be holding our own fairly well. Trying to write something that's knocked over is not easy this way. Come on, I know you've got to be close. I'm not sleeping until you're close. We'll get 3 and then we'll send out the drives for the night and then try to get some shut-eye. I don't think we have the stomach to drink anymore right now. Let's just have a seat and check some of these other cameras. The hole is going well. The most haunted place here, as far as I can tell. Wait, what is that? Oh, okay. I think that's the door that was knocked off earlier, and I guess replaced because the arrival spelled bad. I turned and I saw, like, the vague shape of the door connected to the recycling bin, and I was like, what is standing on the stairs there? But, yeah, the investigation over at... Oh, right, we don't have the camera at Stone Hole anymore, was kind of a bust. Although it did yield greater friendship points as far as our neighbors, who, by the way, we'll have to take you over there to meet them at some point. Do you actually smoke that cigarette, or is it just for show? Meanwhile, we are going to place you here, and a couple of these guys as well. We are going to get such a beer gut, literally satiated ourselves on nothing but the sauce. And take a couple of yous, guys. Can we do it now? Oh, right, we have to go you and you. And now we should be able to make 2 Molotovs. Let's be very, very careful with these because they spawn lit and they are very, very volatile. I don't like this one bit, but now we've got 3 of them. And they were about 15 each, so we can get 2 more. Oh, right. You know what? In everything that's going on, I had completely forgotten about the wisps. We are under attack. I haven't treated it that way, that's for sure. Alright, let's pull you in. And it's not quite time to lock ourselves down yet. We've still got to send out those drives. So, how are you doing? You're just about finished. That is perfectly good for us. But let's have a look at our radar and make sure we have time. Actually, I don't see anything just yet. And some of you guys have pointed out, it's not just me. In the previous season, they showed up on day 29, aka yesterday, but here they showed up on the 24th. They are actually arriving in an accelerated fashion. So something has changed there, and it makes me kind of worried for what to expect as a result. Let's turn on the visualizer. Somebody's tapping the mic. Okay. So you guys are all gonna come with me right after we place you here. And send those drives out as quick as possible. Just in case those things decide to show up, although at this point I'm kind of doubting if they will. She arrived just in time, like really, really saving the day as far as these reports go. So, you know, maybe some of you guys had compared her to my new wife, but maybe she's more like my secretary. Oh my god, Elster, I am so sorry for the jokes that are going to come out of this. All right, there we go. And you can go. Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to the security around here. There's so many holes in it, but we've still got protocol to follow, and believe me, there are consequences for not doing so. Oh, looks like we have got something. And it's over in a place where we might be able to see it from the windmill. Remember, we've got to relocate the bad camera, and we've got the one we took from Stonehouse. Yes, yep. For the very first time, we actually managed to catch one of these wisps on here. Oh, wait, and there's some very strange light down that way. Oh, it's just reflections on the water. I was seeing like a red glow, and I was like, what is that? But alright, they have not left us. We should not be fooled. They just seem like they may have come a little later this time. Now, what is our next big purchase? Because that's the thing we always kind of have to be thinking about. And I think, you know, the whole point of this season is to see what's new while trying different things with the stuff that was already here. And so the biggest new thing by far is probably whatever's going on at the bottom of the pond. So, oxygen tank, right? The oxygen tank and the scuba mask. We want to photograph what's down there and, if possible, even see for ourselves. Yep. We have got our thing. Good job and good job. And now we just gotta wait for the next one. That was about 200-something points. You did a good job, Kel. This piece is very good and data is clear. You know, in the last part, I spent a long time thinking my game was bugged before I remembered that I had actually completed the job early in the day at the end of the previous part before that. But we are... Wow, we really need some sleep, and it's the perfect time to do it. I'm going to wait until morning, because this will be by far our largest collection ever from the mining rig. You just kind of, patrol. I don't think you have the ability to open doors on your own, right? No. Okay, good. God, it is so weird to see another NPC just kind of like walking around here. But, I mean, that's the cool thing. I love what a blank canvas this place is at the start. And it's not just a blank canvas for you to do whatever you want with. It's a canvas that you have to earn. When you come here, this place is a total sty, and you can totally ignore that fact and keep it that way. You can turn it into a sty of your own, you can clean it up, and then find out why it became a sty as your priorities shift. I just think, I say this all the time, but I think it's so cool how the game itself kind of changes with you. And vice versa. Alright. You're gonna start going. I'm out. I hope it's not able to spot Monique when she's in the other room, because those things can open the front door. Let's get some rest. We'll be able to keep an eye on them from here. And that weird moon with the strange reflection that suggests the sun is in the wrong place. Unless that's no moon. Oh, I hear you guys out there. You guys have been telling me that I can destroy these bunk beds. I'm just thinking, when my family is growing so much, but we may as well get rid of some of them. There we go. Well, that took forever. So forever that I'm gonna really put off doing the other one. Yep. I can still hear those rumbles out there. Man, imagine these wisps just kind of floating around the base and they hear those noises screaming from the bedroom. I bet they're just roaming around like, oh, guess their robot wife who came in. Well, these things have been bothering me for a while, but relief may come soon, because that is not a NASA satellite. Oh my god. Oh, that just drive-by'd me. Hang on, I might have to go upstairs. It might have seen me. Part of me kind of wants to try Molotoving them, but that would be quite the risk, wouldn't it? Right, you keep doing your thing. I'm gonna try to get back to sleep. It's so cool how, like, in the beginning of the game, you're rushing to get all these tasks done by the end of the day and just barely get in from 1 a.m. to midnight. And by the end of it, you just are trying to find things to do with yourself because you've automated and sped up so many tasks. These things are really preventing me from sleeping. But then again, maybe it is actually the sickness. That's always a possibility. We're gonna cure it very soon. I just want to wait until morning. There you are. Please do not answer the door for strangers. God, imagine you're just, like, listening through the door to the Wisp's advice. Have you let any in? Oh, hey. Hey, there are fire extinguishers here. Okay, well, if we are going to have them, then we should probably improve the safety of our base. Oop. Not what I meant, although it was fun. There we go, we can mount you on the wall. Safely hidden behind the plant. Yeah, I'm not liking the amount of time you're spending at the door, near the door, potentially slightly clipping through the door where those things can get at you. Any more fire extinguishers? No. Cleaning this window, I swear, is a full-time job. You guys yelled at me so much for not doing this in the previous seasons. Now I've finally done it, and I regret it. But in for a penny, in for a pound at this stage. God, imagine if we could automate Omega Curfus to do this, too. Is that robo-sexist? Oh, hey. Hey, you're back. And there's some new graffiti. I don't remember if I had seen that before. Although we did get it last season. The Arrivals are still playing with me. But they love me. Like, I'm not really worried about them making a few drawings. After all, it's the impressions of the people we love that make this house a home, right? Which means we've also got to order a lighter to try and set that thing's corpse on fire. Maybe use one of our Molotovs. Then again, the Molotovs, I'm pretty sure, carry like a 50 kiloton payload. You're finished, which means it is time to process you, and you're definitely going to be one of those things that we listen to at each level, including 0. And you've definitely got something to say at level 0. We may not know what, but somehow the message is still clear. Stay away. Ah, hey! You come to watch me clean? It's really funny how helpless you are to actually get at me in here. Maybe try ramming the glass. I'm sure that'll do a ton for you. Actually, with the way you keep retreating and coming back, it's almost like you are trying to ram the glass. That is funny / scary. Imagine if there was actually some event in this game that could crack or even shatter the glass. I mean, it would have to be fairly late game to land correctly. Monique, can you get the lights? I don't actually need them now that I'm done cleaning the window. One of those things that I just, like, have to commit to doing at least once an episode, because I'm pretty sure the dirt respawns upon loading a save. And that means that if I don't do this every time, the effect will be cumulative. You know, like cleaning. Alright, you're going. I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit longer. God, we buried the light, the fire extinguisher back here. Did I ever check the ones up here this season? More fire extinguisher? Nightmare. Oh my. Well, that wasted our sleep. Thankfully, we're pretty high up. I don't know what you're supposed to do in some of these. Sometimes all you can do is kind of get them a bunch of times until you figure it out, but there's so many. I mean, getting the same one twice is fairly unlikely. But it's important to be well rested to face the day. We've got to... Well, actually, no, we're not going to be the one getting the reports. For that matter, we're not going to be the one fixing the servers. We've got a robot army. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? What do I do? What's my function as a human? To just get a good night's rest? To send others to do my work for me? I mean, sure, I understand. I worked so that I could get these employees. But still, I mean, maybe I'll have to go rescue the other guys. What happened here? It must have been Monique, right? Oh god, did she resent even the idea that I would ask her to clean? I mean, she definitely seems like her own woman. Doesn't seem like she would take kindly to such a suggestion. Okay, well, The TV just got moved. Maybe it's because she was walking around doing her thing and I increased the speed of the simulation. Doesn't matter. We are waking you two up. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, let's go find Monique and see what we're doing. Nope. Alright, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. Come on, you. Now, you are going to get reports. You two, listen, you two, stop fighting, stop hitting your sister. You two are going to go fix. And you're all gonna pile up on the front door. You need me to let you out. There, authorization granted. When did this game turn into Factorio? Well, not quite Factorio. Some of these bots need some assistance. And they are certainly going to need assistance later. But that's the least of our worries. For now, we're going to collect on this. I'm going to keep this going. I want to grab 500 from this thing. I just think that'll be a fun thing. That'll be rewarding. Looks like one of the Kerfuses succeeded. And now, man, I don't even know why I'm coming out here right now. There's nothing in particular that I'm looking for. Pretty soon, it might be time to see about going for Erie. But maybe we'll try to... We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The point is, there are a couple of things that you have asked me to try. Last time we hit Alt and discovered the clown nose horn on the ATV. Well, actually, there is still one task that I need to perform myself, and that's keeping these transformers online. Yes, Monique has the ability to go fix them, but she will only do it if they're either already broken or extremely low. So, actually, right here is where we're going to want to start preparing for our next camping trip. Oh, right, I had almost forgotten. Hang on. A good place to test this out would be over at the friendly camp. You guys gave me a gift pretty recently, and, well, I would like for you to see me enjoy it. If we look in our inventory, unusual shrimp. This stuff heals hunger quite well. Oop. Hey there, Bluefus. Aw. Okay, your job is done for today. I think you're gonna be the one to sleep outside tonight. I didn't mean that in a bad way, but there's kind of no good way for that to sound, especially while I'm running you over. Oh, and here comes Monique. She must be finished. It's actually very important when she's done with her tasks that we don't allow her to fall behind. If she catches up with us and we're on the move, she'll just drop those reports on the ground, and we could very easily lose them that way. Now that probably means that Pinkfist is stuck somewhere. With something else clearly incoming, I think it'll be a good idea to place something, a camera on top of the tower. And let's refresh this list. Oh no, I think she's drowning, or at least she thinks she's about to be. Okay, I know where that is. You can just kind of patrol around here. Or wait, will you be trying to get out if I leave? Like, do you patrol near me, or do you patrol at the location you're in? Doesn't matter, you're locked in now. I really hope that this game doesn't have some event that destroys the base, and when I lock my bots in, I end up with some kind of triangle shirtwaist situation. Let's get out there. With the signal we intercepted last night, I'm actually really worried about leaving these guys to their own devices for too long. I want everybody inside in case the worst happens. Pinkfist, where are you? Probably over by Oscar. I think it was about here. Oh. We fit? No, we can't, but sort of. There you are. Okay, I knew it was by the park. Or at least the park that I call the park, from when this place was a park. In the past, I presume. Alright, we've gotcha. You've got to be kidding me. It was a prank. They're playing pranks on me now. The Help Daddy I'm Drowning prank. Oh, always loved that old classic. Help Daddy I'm Drowning while an alien invasion is imminent and not everyone is in the house. That old chestnut. Oh, Bones. I figured... I mean, like I said, with everything going on, it would be a good idea to get more coverage, and more, like, 360 coverage, by putting a camera up here. Which pole would be the best one? Probably this one, since the windmills kind of cover over there, or this one. Let's try it. Yep. Get you as high up as possible, while not being so high up that we can't grab you later. Make sure that blue is activated. And that'll be fine. And you know what? Here would actually not be the worst place to test something else that you had told me about. You said that this is something that we can find by going into our keybinds and scrolling all the way down. Demo Snow Mode. Demo Snow Mode. Okay, we'll have to bind you to something that we do not use for anything at all. I mean, we wouldn't want to accidentally click and cause snow. Slash. There it is, as far from my left hand as can be. Look at that! That is so cool! Look at this! We just invited the Abominable Snowman! It literally looks like those old, like, Christmas specials! Ah, the way the snow falls over the mountains in the distance, covering the trees? Is the river even frozen? This game, like, for everything that's in it now, some of the stuff that must be planned is unreal. Oh, hey, Pinkfist made it back. You actually stand out so much more in all this. This tree doesn't get covered, but it does change to a much deader look. Actually, same goes for all the bushes. Oh, until we get a little closer. So I'm sure this is very experimental, but could this be indicative that, like, seasons are planned? Just yet another thing to make it actually feel like time is passing here. To make the overall vibe change with you. There's even a little bit of slide to it. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Okay, but we really should... I guess the foliage isn't really fully in yet. It's no matter. Come on, let's get you inside. We'll keep this like this for a few minutes longer, just so that we can see what it looks like from the inside. I was just gonna say, I half expect Monique to be right there by the door. Oh no, she's leaving. Alright, come on in. Oh right, you can... It even has an effect on our potted plants. Look at this. Wait, have you used something else to fix now? Wait, no. Okay, if there's anything else, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. We're never gonna catch you. We're never gonna catch you. Okay. Well, let's have a look at... Still not 500. I'm determined for that to be the case, even if it's against my own interests. Okay, well, hopefully you don't get stuck. We have plenty of time. It's only just under 2 o'clock. And if we have a look at this front door, that's windmill, that stone house, we can see the tower. Yeah, definitely better off using thermals when everything is a blanket of white. Actually makes everything stand out a bit more than it did before. Okay, our coverage is really quite good at this stage between you and Mr. Windmill. Excellent vistas. Now, if only we could actually record some of what you guys see. Imagine how cool it would be if we could actually use these things like trail cams. Hello, Monique. You can explore the bunker if you want. Maybe you can pry those doors open with your robot strength. But yeah, I think it would be really cool if you could use cameras like trail cams and have them actually produce a log of like major things or entities that pass by them for you to look at the clip later, saving like a few seconds at a time. That might be kind of resource intensive, I'm not entirely sure. You found your way back this time. And there's more things to be fixed. Look at you and your Hulk hands. That's a burger. Wait. Where did this come from? I keep finding, like, random burgers just on the floor of the base. Okay, you finish what you're doing. There's one more around the corner. I'm quite sure I'd like the points, though. And that should be all you need. Meanwhile, with all the towers done, we can do an SD cal all. I'm sure they're in dire need. And you can go to bed. I just can't bring myself to leave you outside. Not when all those threats are out there. This game is so many different things at so many different times. Okay, Monique. You're... I wish we could recall you from here. It doesn't look like we're actually capable of controlling you directly. I mean, it's like we already knew, you're your own woman. In spite of the laser pyramids in space, it seems that this disruption has not altered the space whale's migration patterns. So that's good to know. And I have to know these things. I am a researcher after all. Come on. You know what? We've got points. Part of me kind of wants to just make this stuff easier. Monique spends a lot of time outside if given the choice. I kind of think that the patrol is just a radius around us. There you are. You just kind of idle for... Nope. It seems I hit the right thing. Why did you wedge yourself in the corner like that? It's a little strange. But anyways, we can swap this back at any time. Maybe it's just the novelty. I almost like the snow a little bit better. I wonder what rain is like in these instances. Something is on the edge over there. And just as quickly it's gone. Good timing! Right as I decided to check, we just locked down the base. Okay. Something's here. God, everything's been scattered again. Everybody remain calm, alright? Everybody remain calm. Hang on, wait. I need you all to wake up so you can panic so I can tell you to remain calm. Everybody remain calm. You follow. Oh, that knocked out power. Can we still use the cameras? Why am I clicking that? Why am I just mashing that? stone house. Windmill? Anything? Smoke trails beyond the ones we know? I don't see anything. This is why I wanted to bring you guys in before the end of the day. I figured it would be coming sometime either today or tomorrow. Once we got that signal, it was all set in stone. Several things. Some fairly close to Windmill. Alright, listen, we're all gonna go upstairs, okay? We're all gonna go upstairs, and we're gonna hide. Oh god, the doors! The doors! No, we gotta go downstairs right quick. Everything needs to be back up. Maybe you're safer down here. You guys seem to be handling the stairs okay. You can when you need to. Or not. Come on. One of you at a time. Just all of you wait up here. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Monique, are you seeing this? That's... She is really not stopping. She is really not stopping. Oh, right, Bluefus. I get distracted so easily, don't I? Come on. Yep. That really is amazing. Alright. You just have a rest. Monique, I need you to protect them. You maybe produce some free energy for the base while you're at it. She's starting to tip over. There we go. It had to end sometime. Meanwhile, we're going to keep on keeping a lookout. Maybe we'll keep the lights off for the time being. These remain locked. Mining rig online. I don't know if it ever would have stopped. Oh, we've still got to send the signals out. All but one thing has disappeared. It's actually over by the hole. It might be a little far out, but maybe we can get something from this angle. Oh, that big gravel pit is in the way. All right, we'll keep you facing that direction. In the meantime, let's just send these out. This may be our last chance for a little while. Let's just double check that our job was for 3. We need 3, which, you know, we can do. We can certainly do, but that is not conducive to getting it done quickly at all. What are you guys gonna do with the Pyramid of Death signal? Come on. Nothing's even happening, but I know something's arrived. Do you think perhaps it could have to do with the Pyramid of Death we saw hurtling towards us? My money's still on that. Alright, well, in that case, we'll grab you guys and close the doors. Keeping the lights off for the time being. Well, of course, riches had to come with a catch. The thing over by the hole remains consistent. God, doesn't it just figure that I go to pause, and in that moment when I realize I can't, that's when it hits us. The instant after. I really hope you can hear the sound of me trying and failing. But it seems we're picking up yet another object in space. Okay, things are gonna get really interesting really soon. What day is it? It's day 31. We've been here a month. A month. Oh god, I should do... Hang on, TR. Check. Okay, TR3 is actually... It does need some assistance. It's kind of now or never. It's kind of now or never. If it doesn't have the strength to last throughout whatever this is, then I'm just gonna have to go do it. You do know that stealing mail is a federal offense, don't you? You also know that the Postal Service has its own, basically, police force that does carry guns. How humiliating would it be if you get killed by the Postal Service? You know what? I do actually... If we're gonna do this, let's do it. We gotta differentiate from previous seasons. Let's go through a major event in the snow. And that major event could be coming anytime now. Something already crash-landed. We physically felt it. The whole base felt it. It probably measured on the Richter scale for a brief moment. Which means we have to assume that we only have a couple of minutes at most to make sure that we can actually weather it inside. Weather outside is frightful, and we're about to give that whole new meaning. Alright, there's the Trash Kingdom up there. We're certainly not camping at TR1 tonight. Climb, 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 and hope we don't crash feet first into the abominable snowman. Yep. As long as we have high ground, we should be keeping an eye out for whatever may already be here. Yep. That's you done. We'll try to hit TR2 on the way back. God, with this enabled, it's just giving us so many potential thumbnails, isn't it? Driving in this valley, we can literally see the shadows crossing over the mountaintops. Where are we better off? In the tower, in the base, in the woods? Do we want security through fortification, or do we want security through obscurity? The others aren't quite as mobile as we are, but we could even potentially... There's a thought, maybe when it arrives we could even go storm chasing. Only the storm is alive and very angry. Like, this is just an experimental terrain and alternate textures. But just think about blizzards, like snowstorms in this game. Then again, maybe we don't want to give the devs any ideas. Knowing them, you'd actually have to go out and shovel the snow if you want to use the ATV at all. Then again, we could also purchase snowshoes from the store. Do you think Dr. Nose ever gets annoyed by that? Like, do you think he ever looks at all these suggestions and thinks, like, that would be cool, but stop inundating me with work? Actually, the sun is starting to set. Why don't we try something that you guys have been telling me about for a while? Now, I pressed Alt on the ATV, but I was kind of confusing that with something else you were asking me to do, which was Alt F when the flashlight is out. Oh, look at that! We can actually focus the beam! A brighter image farther away, but we lose some of our peripheral vision. That is potentially extremely useful. Different modes. I wonder how long that's been in the game. You guys have been telling me about it for, like, this whole update. I don't know if it existed before. But alright, we've been very, very lucky so far. Let's run, run, run home as fast as we can. Feels almost like we're skiing down a mountain with this texture, huh? I don't know, something about this. Like, it may be experimental, but it just feels right. Those dark orange skies going below the treetops. It creates a really nice contrast that is only accentuated by the white terrain. Being able to feel the chill on my cheeks as I drive through here. Alright, now we're actually in lockdown. This would have been a pretty good time to test the beam as well, wouldn't it? Now that is the atmosphere flashlight. That's the horror game flashlight. Out we go. We do have our glow stick. That's what it's for. And tell you what, have we finally got what we need? 517 points for a total of 1,070. And you should now be done grabbing that. Oh man, we actually have to send this out in a hurry. Oops. We need to process all of you. We should have started with... Well, I guess we always send them out at level 3, so it wouldn't have... I don't know. Shouldn't have taken so much time. I swear I just heard something. Hang on. I'm going to order... Actually, let's upgrade our processing speed. Just do it a whole bunch. There, now we've got it to full. Oh, I'm starving. Hang on, I have a takeout box. Camera time. There she blows. And the deer's out there. It's firing a beam. Come on, move into view. A good picture, that's all we... Look at you. Hang on, let's get very close. Let's get as close as we can. Hang on, stone house. There you are. And I'm pretty sure what has always been the case with you guys is that you are picking up the wisps. Okay, as soon as this thing is done processing, because we are still doing our job here, we are going to try and chase you down. Something I've never done before. Look at that. Look at that. Nobody can deny this. It is undeniable. Okay, you, drop down, grab. No one can say I'm not the best, the very best at my job. You're going, right? Okay, good. Question is, will you be upset with me for coming out here? I'm trying to take pictures while you're not causing all this rockiness, because I want to make sure that there's no motion blur. I wasn't sure if you just spotted me. Look at this. What happens if we try and get close to you? Oh, this is so foolish. I've watched you from the tower before. out from right beneath your feet. Gotta take this somewhat precarious shortcut. Just driving through the woods, able to... Alright, we're gonna need to step on it. We need to catch up. This thing takes big strides, meaning it may look and sound slow, but it is a lot faster than us. Oh, it's leaving. I do think it's leaving. No! Oh, it's this thing. Ow. Okay, that time it's kind of acceptable that it took damage. There you go. In fact, you're stepping over Stonehouse right now, aren't you? Alright, I know when I'm beat. We got some pretty insane views, didn't we? And we got an achievement. Well, I'll tell you what, we may not have been able to look straight up under your skirt like we wanted. But I'm still processing all of this. That was an insane sequence, and I feel like the snow and the lights and everything, it made it even more exciting. I think for a moment you actually looked directly at us and decided that we weren't a threat. My thoughts are all over the place. Now, last season you actually stayed for a lot longer, and it was because I'm pretty sure we experienced a bug where you actually didn't get all the wisps. And so, eventually you left, but the others, they stayed with us, like, pretty much for the rest of the game. Or maybe until we reloaded, I'm not sure. Anyway, I should probably get upstairs and check on the kids, right? Like, there's just something about the snow biome where even when I can't see the snow, the lights look different in here. Let's close the door on that chapter of our lives. And I guess this means we can start turning the lights back on, right? In fact, we can kind of resume our normal routine. Oh, right, we should do the hallway. I was actually in such a hurry, perhaps a bit more than I needed to be, that I did not listen to the last signal, but that's okay. That's why we save these things. Nice. Nice. We showed you whatever that just was and its associated signals. Nice. Oh my god. This place, this very, very place. But you know what? It's time for us to advance ourselves, and in order to advance, we first need to become our best selves. Also, we will get a couple of accumulators for a total of 850. And off it all goes. Meantime, I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Monique, great job watching the kids. Meanwhile, I'm in serious need of a rest. Move over, Bluefus. Actually, good question. Why didn't I put Pinkfist on the bed? Oh, right, it's because she was becoming a Beyblade. Lights back on. Here we are. We've got a couple of new posters. And the cancer drugs. So let's see their descriptions, since I hope to not have to buy them again. Restores max health value, which is, you know, all this disease does in this universe. And now we should finally stop coughing. Oop. I almost got crushed. That'll be the midnight drone. Well, first of all, we can place you right here, warning that anyone attempting to exit this door may in fact be assailed by zombie deer. Gave me a number of posters of that style. And also the other one, I feel, can probably actually go more on the tree itself. If we can... No. What would be a good spot for you? How about right here on the outside, really? Eat on site. Oh, I actually love the idea of putting this on the outside because, well, that sends a message, doesn't it? Meanwhile, I don't even remember how to make the accumulator. And these things... Okay, 4 metal parts, 4 sets of electronics. Well, that's pretty useful because we didn't actually end up... Because of the Monique plush, it actually made the Carpus Omega less expensive. By sacrificing some drives, we can make another cooler. Oh wow, it used everything. And improve our efficiency once more. Oop. And that brings us now to 40%. And gives us room for an additional 3 drives. And so the children were in bed, the evil had been defeated, the terrible illness had been cured, and so it was time to have a seat and get drunk. Mind you, this was only done to create incendiary devices. Thus, Christmas was saved. Well, we're not quite blackout, but we're close. Oh god. Oh god. Let's try. Oh no. Drunk signal processing is not. Oh my. Ah, no. What was I thinking? I just downed 2 beers on somebody who starts to get tipsy after a sip. It is a real good thing we're gonna have a period of quiet after this. I think I should just try and sleep. The presents under the tree. Monique, kids. You know, 7-Eleven was a part-time job. Let's go. Move over, Bluefist. Move over. No, I moved over. Okay. Even our sleep is drunk. Was that too dark for a librarian video? I'm on the fence about that one. I feel like there's a certain point where something can be funny enough to justify itself. Hello. She clearly doesn't think so. Giant pyramid robot, what gives? What gives? I thought you were here to collect the wisps, but I'm seeing a whole lot of contacts over by the hole. Or at least between the hole and the windmill. I mean, I don't see anything. Maybe we should be looking up. Once more, I don't see anything. Some of the star patterns can be a little suspicious, but I don't think there's anything to it. Thankfully, this boom doesn't seem to have been as big as the other one. And you know, I have realized at a certain point that the deer skull is gone. Like, I have not seen it in a very long time. Really, since the first time all our stuff got knocked over. Perhaps it ended... Oh my god, the shower froze over. That is so funny. Let's see how things are doing. All appears to be doing very well. This is the part where it's at the most chill and still the most frantic, because the threats are deadlier than ever, but the job is easier than ever. Okay, we can still wet the sponge. This also kind of disproves the idea that it respawns when you reload. Maybe that's like the old dirt system, but it's definitely reappearing while I'm here, because I have not rolled anything back this session. But hey, at least we have a different backdrop to scrub the windows to, right? Ah, hey, you're back. You're so lucky I want to go scuba diving. Otherwise, I'd be setting your corpse on fire right now. Suppose we could try one Molotov. Ah, what the heck, let's get in the Christmas spirit. Now, we gotta think of the safest way to do this. Would it be smart to do it from the balcony? I'm not 100% sure I could lob it that far. We need to go on a scouting mission to make sure that we have the right location before we throw this. Oh, there you are. Maybe it's best if we let you come after us? You seem to know precisely where I am at all times. You can probably run in that way. We don't want you knocking us over while we're carrying this. Where are you? Right over here. Ow. Did it do what we wanted? It did not. Okay, ready another. Yep. There's got to be a better way to do this. That didn't succeed at all. Oh my god, okay. Well, you do seem to have left at the very least. And maybe it would be a smarter idea to try it with the lighter later. At least we got a feel for the explosive radius on that. There we go. And we're gonna need to refuel you from coal soon. I kind of had this idea that maybe we can get it from the cave. Like, if I know that mining was a thing to make radioactive capsules before. That was uranium, but maybe coal could be a thing now that it has a use. Only problem is we don't have a pickaxe. Alright, 9 a.m. You know what? It's a snow day. They've been through a lot. Let's let the kids sleep in. In the meantime, you follow me. I didn't mean in here, but I now realize how weird that looks. So you, as usual, you're gonna go out and get the reports, whatever they may be. And I am, well, what am I gonna do? We've got to collect some signals, so I'll probably get those going first. Oh, and it looks like one is ready, a normal one. There's something out there, actually very near to the cave. I kind of want to run on this quickly. So we're going to tear that off, and you get going. Hang on, I've still got to open the door for you. Meanwhile, I will head out as well. See, it's just us doing our routine, you know? Each of us hugging and parting ways as we each head to our respective jobs. It's all about division of labor in a situation like this. That I am dancing around calling a marriage, much to her chagrin. Actually, I don't even know what I'll do if I get to the cave and there's something there. This thing didn't really have the opportunity to charge overnight, so we don't want to be too crazy with the acceleration. Actually, it's in the valley right down here beside the hole. Yep. Yes, 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 there is something! And you know what? I know what. Only thing is, like most things, it feels so early. But some of you probably already recognize what can be found here. Yes, folks, this is the scene of the teleporter accident. And somebody just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ugh. Now, as for this device right here, who knows what it does? I don't believe we've ever gotten an answer on that. I actually just tried dragging it like this, thinking maybe it might rotate on that platform, but that doesn't seem like it's the case. Now this, however, this is something interesting. So if we were to, you see we've got a little bit of a reaction there. It's a grav gun. It is just a gravity gun. Yep. We can bounce things around like that. We can pick things up like this. And it doesn't actually get that much bounce, but hey, it's useful. We can use it for moving heavy objects and such. I wonder. It doesn't work on the ATV. Alright, well, we can carry it anyway. Okay, what am I doing? Not getting... also, what am I doing using alien corpse parts as props to demonstrate a piece of technology I stole? I wonder if the Arirals care if we bring it to them. Just look at this being framed up this way. I swear, maybe it's just the novelty, but everything looks better with snow. Hey, hang on. Do you guys see that? Back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, nope, nope, nope. Got to get the right angle. The dome has, like, cat ears. This already generated 114 points since last night. That is crazy good. That is crazy good, and I really want to start putting new GPUs in there right away, but, I mean, I've spent this whole series shooting myself in the foot, putting so much into the mining rig, and now that it's so good, it's just not as much of a necessity as it was. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that. We even arrived back in a synchronized fashion. It's only been the whole series. I do actually want to try purchasing something from the vending machine for once. I actually remember discovering these things pretty late before and thinking they're pretty good. So we got Zeta Energy, Wug Hell Beer, Soda Shrimp. Do you think our friends would like that? I don't know. Soda Dr. Penny, Soda PC, Mew Mew, Fancy. Oh, well, I guess I bought that because I hit the wrong thing. Alright, let's sample the goods. It all does pretty well for sleep and a little bit for hunger. And this probably counts as metal scrap, right? There we go. You're done. Oh, right, I had almost forgotten that I still need to use the database and pull that other thing. Hang on. That's voices and text, but it all cuts to that. Do you think maybe it has something to do with what we found crashed out there today? It is so bizarre that... Okay, let's process that up. We already sent you out at level 3, so we're just gonna wipe you in the end, or send you out as a level 2 or something. And we still have to listen to this one. Remember, that came between receiving the signal for the pyramid and it actually arriving. I mean, given the attitude we got from her plushie form, do you think she looks at the filth we piled up in other parts of the base and is disgusted at me? I'm just imagining, like, she looks down at this, and then she looks at me and says, "What do I look like, a maid?" And then I'm silent for a little while, and I say, "Well, you are French." And then she chases me around with a frying pan. Did we not send you out at level 3? Why are you acting like you're able to be sent out that way? I thought... Who knows if we'll actually be able to get any new information from this. It still looks pretty garbled. Yeah, it doesn't look like processing actually cleaned you up any. But that's totally fine. We're gonna have a number of drives for the day, so even if you don't work out, even if you don't count, we'll still have what we need. You guys are going. You're almost camouflaged when you move in the white trees. Since I'm so fixated on the water right now, but can't yet afford the diving equipment, I actually just realized we've been presented with an amazing new opportunity. And so have you, oh Mannequin of the River! Finally, we're in harmony. Yep. You present me with the grab screen, but sadly we can't do anything with it. Yep. Merry Christmas! Ugh. Yeah, this is actually really tough to turn on ice. Or at least it was when I was trying to make that left right there. Oh yeah, there's real potential in this. Definitely very bold of me to put my faith in video game logic. And assume that I won't fall through the ice, Burger. Anything that's below rises to the surface. But wait, you didn't even give us points towards an achievement. You were just there. I'm not quite sure what to make of that one. Unfortunately, the water goes all the way up to the bottom of the bridge. If we head up here... Oh, you guys just like ice skating. You guys are always in the Christmas spirit. Oh my god, mannequin curling! Just how far are you gonna go? We'll stop eventually. There is some friction. Okay, this actually looks fairly solid. Seems like it won't be possible to use this to look down into the abyss. I was hoping to get some freebie pictures. Would almost start to feel like a cheat at that point, wouldn't it? But it is a good idea to see what bubbled to the top. Oh, hey, that's probably the organic waste that we threw in a while back. Oh, there's all kinds of dirtiness in here. Dr. Kill, world's greatest park ranger, cleaned up the lake completely, made it pristine. And all he had to do was cause an inexplicable winter with his mind. Oh wait, you know what we should do? We've got to go check on the hot tub. I mean, maybe we can walk on that too, right? Where is it now? Should be just over here-ish, right? Yep. This feels wrong. This feels oh so wrong. I'm gonna get out. This is arguably the most dangerous, consistent place on the map. Well, ice skating was fun. This door remains open. Oh, it's because of the garbage. Alright. Let's see how our signals are getting along here. Good looking out. And good looking out. The rest of the signal sounded pretty normal, but I can't help but hear a tiger's growl in there. Oh, before this is over, we need to try and improve our reputation with the Arai rolls. Let's see if they'll take a shrimp pizza. Or, well, actually, see, the problem with that is... Oh, no, it won't get eaten by roaches, so it is totally valid to take that and see if they eat it, and if not, we can just take it back later. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. But we've got to go fix the tower. And try to eat again. Hey, at least it's a good excuse to look at the view, right? Have you been on the Voices of the Void subreddit? I mean, honestly, if you're interested in this game, I highly recommend it. It is so full of spoilers, which is why I don't spend a ton of time there, although they are appropriately tagged. And some of the things people do, some of the ways people, like, mod or edit clips, it's unreal. This community is as memey, if not more so, than the game. Saw one where somebody just, like, stacked a bunch of these towers on top of each other and climbed the entire thing. Yep. And there we go. Of course we're gonna take some time to look around. The Grinch lives right up there. Although that looks like a much more Grinchy peak. It's gotta be, like, sharp and scary looking. Howdy you. Oh, and what luck, we left this thing outside. Okay, we are making a special Christmas delivery. Oh, right, we ordered a whole ton of drives. Okay, we need to differentiate which of you is the shrimp pizza. Okay. Okay. Close. Close. Collect. We are starting a new career as a delivery driver. How you guys holding up? Oh. Something new is going on up there. Well, what could it be? I hope it involves pizza. 'Cause, you know, I brought pizza. Is it really just the power washers? Huh. Well, anyway, I'll just leave this here for you. I don't know if by opening this it'll spoil and attract roaches, but I'll just leave it here and see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm gone. Could also just be an interaction with the textures, I don't know. But you just keep having fun. You still haven't showed yourselves to me directly, but, well, you definitely know that we know. Let's bring you a little bit closer to home. We don't actually need you out here anymore. And at this rate, who even knows if the thing with the Curpuses is gonna happen? Unless, of course, I buy another one sacrificially and leave that in the woods. How much money have I spent on this bot army that I literally did before treating my cancer? It's 500 for each Curpus, so that's 1,000, but then we decided we're not going to use them, so we spent another 1,000 on another bunch of Curpuses. But then we decided to make the Monique version, which meant that we spent another 500 still on cigarettes. Alright, you, Mr. Red Dwarf, are finished! Okay, we need to dispose of this. Hang on, go. Best way to do that is gonna be... And it's gone. Let's make a note of where it went, because maybe we can even find it later. But that's going to be much later. I think, you know, normally I record for a lot longer than this, but with everything that's going on, I think I'm going to have a lot on my plate to edit. And this may actually be quite a packed episode nevertheless. We need to make sure that we get all this sorted for the day, which means we're going to want to drop all of our drives into here. I mean, it really is a Christmas miracle, huh? We have a complete family, we have a much freer work life, and we're rid of all the dangers, at least for now. Although, I'm sure when one danger leaves, another comes to replace it quickly. We still haven't gotten rid of the deer, but you know what? At a certain point, you almost don't want to get rid of it. I mean, the longer it stays, the more of a story it has, the more it feels like part of the environment. But I'm sure one of these days it's going to headbutt me at the wrong time, and then it's bye-bye, Bambi. Radar doesn't show anything of note out there, so... You know, maybe they took the holidays off. Maybe that's the case. I mean... This does seem to be a pretty chill episode, even in spite of all the craziness, right? I didn't intend the pun, but now I do. It was good. It was good. I'm not sorry. Let's just see what kind of points we get, and then we'll take what we can from the rig. We've got something to listen to as well. A red dwarf. I want to say you've got major secretary energy, but you're right there, and I also know what you'll do to me. Actually, I don't. That's the horrible thing. Songs of Space. Hey kids, wake up. Am I in my crazy prepper survivalist phase of being a parent? Probably not, but they do live in a concrete government bunker. You know what, let's wake them up. I feel like ending this with everyone around. Get up, and get up. Your batteries are both doing okay. There's still plenty to do around here, and, well, next episode we're probably gonna do away for a while with the snowy biome. Because I do want the next big goal to be going diving, and immediately after that, going caving. But let's just accept the calmness when we can get it, right? I mean, after all, we don't get a whole lot of that, especially in the late game. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. Guys, I know you're excited. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. That look you're giving me.